Hello and welcome to Bielstein in Germany for the UCI e-mountain bike World Cup round number 5. This is a brand new setting, this round presented by Schwalbe, and it is a beautiful setting nestled alongside the Moselle River. The weather conditions 22 degrees, there's a lot of rain in the atmosphere though, so it could be a bit of a muddy track. All the riders are ready then for race number 1 and the qualification. Let's take a look at the track. The riders in a clockwise direction, 2.4 kilometers, and to take us round it, let's hear from Robert Mennen.
Hello, I'm Robert Mennen. I'm product manager at Schwalbe and former Cape Epic winner, as well as the one that hit into a bug. Today we are here for the World e-bike series here in Bielstein. We are at the weekend, the next round of the World Cup places. And today I want to show you the track. So come on, join me for one lap on the course. So here we have the starting grid, start and finish area. Now we go for the first lap. So street crossing, and here's now some technical climb where you can really lose time or make time. And now we are entering a really funny downhill, some berms, some jumps. Uphill again, getting steeper to the end. Searching for traction. That's a crowd. It's a really technical one. Up and down. Now crossing the motocross track again. Last section of the course. So that's the finish. So this was one lap World e-bike series in Bielstein. Hope you enjoyed it. Have fun and see you on Saturday and Sunday.
Thanks, Robert. Here's the race format. The qualification races first, then the races and the podium ceremonies. Qualification up first, and very important for the riders to get the very best out of themselves before they go into the race proper. Let's hear now from Justine Tonzo as she takes the Raspini pole position in the qualification for the women.
I did a good race. It's a very muddy and slippery track, and I didn't put any foot on the track. I just ride my bike as I know to do it on the mud, and it paid off. Like not every time, but like in those conditions. So I'm very happy.
I like this condition. I like weight condition, and it was a good caliph for me. And this afternoon will be the new track with the now sun, so we will see it.
Raspini pole position for those two riders, teammates in La Pierre Overvolt. Let's find out about their bikes.
Hi, I'm Gillian David. I came from France, so I'm mechanic for the La Pierre Overvolt XC team for Jérôme Gilou and Justine Tonzo. So we are here with Jérôme Gilou's bike. This is the GLP2 La Pierre. It's a bike that already proved what he can do last year, but this one is a new frame this year with a custom paint for his previous World Champ title. We still use the really good Michelin tires instead with the Mavic Cross Max, who are really light and suitable for cross country. And we are in SRAM transmission and suspension, and we also use our Bosch motors. So on this bike we're in 5 watt battery on power pack that we can remove and change. For the motor mode that Jerome used, he can swap the mode, depend the track. If he prefers to use a bit less battery to be sure to finish the race with a bit more battery, he's him who said what mode he used can change on the fly when he's riding. So normally they're pretty full race mode, but sometimes in downhill both of them, Justin or Jerome's, will just go down to EMTB to save a bit of battery. What we changed on this bike compared to a regular one is some lighter wheel, the Mavic Crossmax, some XC pedal from HT, but after that it's a pretty standard bike. We remove maybe a bit of plastic parts to save a bit of weight, but it's the only big modification. We're also running full 29, but even that, it's a production one.
A fantastic insight to the bikes of Lapierre Overvolt. Let's take a look then at race 1. Pole position, Jerome Gio, there's Sophia Wiedenroth, and in pole position for the women, Justine Tonzo. Here's our starting grid. Lots of German riders here in the top 10. Sunny conditions, all focus, and we're underway in race 1. Let's see who's going to take the Fassi hole shot. It's a very fast position there. Antonia Doberman takes the women's, Jerome Gio takes the men's. Well, the sun now on the backs of the riders. Gio looking strong this time, he really is back on form. Happy in that World Cup leaders jersey. Just a little adjustment of the helmet as he went through there. Here's the battle for second and third. Reef and Charm as they make their way downhill. And here's the Italian, Mirko Tabacchi. His adverse camber causing a few little issues. Justine Tonzo though in the lead in the women's race. Wiedenroth, you can see the way she manoeuvres her body left and right to try and get herself through those turns. Antonia Dauberman still looking strong. Here's Joris Reef, lovely shots as he goes through and that little jump. But well in the lead is Jerome Gio as he flies his way across the line. Second place for the world champion Joris Reef. And here's Theo Charm, he takes third place. Confirmation of the results of the men's race. Let's hear from our winner.
C'était une course assez difficile. Le terrain changeait.
Well, it was quite a difficult race. The ground kept changing lap by lap due to yesterday's rain. Today's sun made it stickier and stickier, but also slippery at the same time, and I had to adjust my riding every lap. But I love these conditions, so I'm happy to win here, happy to win again and grab some points in the overall standings, and I hope to do well tomorrow too.
Les 5 dernières manches, donc j'espère que demain ce sera aussi un bon jour.
The women's race winner, Justine Tonzo, ahead of Sophia Wiedenroth in second place in the German champions colours. Antonia Dauberman takes third place in race number 1. Confirmation of our top 3. Let's hear from Justine Tonzo.
I took a very good start. I even win the all shot, so it was a good day because I didn't usually do some good start like that. And then I knew that I was in shape today, and we had a very, very tough battle with Soso for the first round of the laps of the race. And then I did a very strong uphill with the technical part, and I just did the gap, and then I just ride.
Time now for our victory ceremonies. The whole shots, Jerome Gio and Justine Tonzo. There's our podium in the women's race. Let's take a look at the standings. Tonzo still in the lead with a slender advantage. Jerome Gio on the top step of the men's podium. Confirmation of the standings. What a race here in Germany. Let's hear now all about the German team in the series.
My name is Helge von Vogler, I'm CEO of Advanced Bikes. Very happy to be here with Wes for the first race and following hopefully a lot of races in Germany. As the only German team and only German OEM participating and fighting in the West Championship, proudly coming in the team series right now at number 3 already. Yeah, in the first year we're very proud of that. And yeah, looking forward to extend our partnership with the West. It's a great format. It's great fun, great people. I mean, what the organizers built up here in Bielstein, also with the crowd, it's very energizing and pushing the sport. It's a lot of fun. So our goal is, of course, to get as much whole shots and as much podium places as we can get. But our entire goal is actually to make the sport much more recognizable in Germany, and we hope that a lot more young drivers participate and really see the sport as a challenge as it is. It's a high frequency of heart rate, it's a high challenge. It's not, as you say, it's just like e-bike, it's not, it's high challenge. Come to our drivers, get a bike from us, drive, try it out, challenge yourself and see what different kind of sport it is, how much fun it is. And yeah, try it. We are open for every participant to ride our bikes, to be part of the West.
Race 2 of the weekend. This time, for the first time, race 2 will be clockwise like race 1. And to optimise the track conditions, the women will only do 7 laps instead of 8. Lots of fun to be had here at Wes in Bielstein. The riders getting ready for race number 2. Raspini pole position for Jerome Gio.
I broke my chain at the top of the track. Prefer broke my chain this morning rather than this afternoon. So now I'm full focus on this the race of this afternoon.
My lap was actually this time really good. Yesterday I made some mistakes and this time I just could ride really clean. Unfortunately, Justine had a broken chain, so I don't know how strong she will be in the race, but of course, again, I think it will be really tight battle this afternoon.
Should be a real tussle this afternoon. There's our Raspini pole positions. Wiedenroth this time for the women. Let's find out a little bit more about Sophia Wiedenroth, the German champion, as we look here at her profile and her stats.
Hi, I'm Sophia Wiedenroth. I'm 28 years old and I come from Lindau at the Lake of Constance, Germany. And I'm racing for the specialized enduro team. I started racing when I was 8 years old. Then I did a long time cross-country racing on the World Cup circus. Like I was 10 years in the national team, raced World Champs, World Cups, and then I switched to enduro. Parallel of enduro, I already started with e-mountain bike in 2019 with the rest the first year. Here I still was on the enduro e-bike scene, but then the XC was suddenly there and I tested it and I don't know, somehow I straight won the overall classement, so I said okay, actually it's fun and I'm quite good still, because obviously from my background I still had the tactics and the feelings what it needs to be good. So yeah, now I'm more and more into e-biking and really focus on the World Cup overalls, like in cross-country e-bike and also on enduro. Yeah, it's crazy how the e-racing scene is growing and growing, and the industry push a lot to develop the best bikes every year and we get better and better. And of course, also next year we will have an e-bike world championships in e-enduro, also on enduro and in XC cross country. So I will try to be on all disciplines as good as I can. And yeah, I just hope to maybe make it once to the world champs title. And yeah, that's my goal for the next years, and I will work for that.
Let's see if she can reach her goal. She's been involved with Wes from the start. Race 2. Raspini pole position for Jérôme Gillot alongside Joris Reef. There's Theo Scham. Sophia Wiedenroth in the Raspini pole position. There's the weather conditions, 22 degrees, not raining. There's our starting grid this time. We're on the line and underway in Bielstein. Let's take a look at race 2 as to who gets the Fassi hole shots. A really fast start. On board, this is fantastic action. The slow motion, the whole shot goes to Wiedenroth and Gillot this time. On board with Mirko Tabaki. See just how much speed you've got through that little bit of single track. Reef is looking strong in this race so far, the world champion at the front. Back on board with Mirko Tabaki as he tries to sneak through somehow there on the right hand side. That was some manoeuvre. Reef at front, Gillot in second place, neck and neck between these two riders. Here's the third and fourth place tussle between Tabaki and Liebisch. Taking different lines, the power lap, Joris Reef, the Magneti Marelli Czech Star power lap. There's Wiedenroth. Tonzo trying to hold on to the wheel of the German, who is loving racing in her home country. Well, the German rider, Antonia Daubermann, well, she finished third in the first race. On board with Tabaki. The Magneti Marelli Czech Star power lap. Tonzo this time. Wiedenroth as she manoeuvres her way through the twists and turns of this course and the little jumps. Here's the tussle between Scham in fourth place and Tabaki in third. Gillot now starting to make real headway as he leaves Joris Reef behind. Lovely little jumps on this course. A wonderful racing circuit this time. This is Tonzo, the World Cup leader. Looks like she's going to extend her advantage. Wiedenroth comfortably in second. Jérôme Gillot wins race number 2. Great weekend for him. Joris Reef in second place for the Specialized team. And the Italian, Mirko Tabaki, in third. Confirmation of the result of race 2.
Complètement différente. Il y avait du soleil,
Well, it was completely different from yesterday. Sunny, sticky conditions. So it was all about power and race management. Joris Reef had a very, very fast start. It was a great battle. It was decided starting from lap 5, I think, when I managed to overtake and take the lead. It was tight until the end. I'm particularly happy to win here on a track that doesn't suit me and to widen the gap in the standings. Justine Tonzo, she takes the women's race. Wiedenroth in second place. And Antonia Dauberman in third. Let's take a look at confirmation of the result of the women's race. Tonzo takes it this time.
So because I did a bad quali race this morning, I start very behind at the starting line, and Sofia took the large at the start. So I had a big lap between us, but I push hard and I reach her, and then I just push harder to pass her and do the gap directly, and then I had to ride and stay focused all along. But it was a very tough and tight race with Sofia as usual, and we are very happy to ride together.
Time now for our podium ceremony for race 2. First of all, the Magneti Morelli Czech style power lap. Justine Tonzo takes the women's power lap this time. Joris Reef, the world champion, takes the men's. And for the Fassi hole shot, it was Jérôme Gillot in race 2 with Wiedenroth taking the women's. There's Justine Tonzo on the top step of the podium here in Bielstein. All celebrations as Tonzo extends her advantage in the World Cup standings. Let's take a look at the men's podiums then. Jérôme Gillot on the top step ahead of Reef and Tabaki. As they celebrate, Jérôme Gillot is now at the top of the standings with a bigger advantage than before. There's all the winners. Well, we're going to head to round 6, the penultimate round of the season at the Sea Otter Festival in Girona in Spain. Join us there. Thanks for joining us for round 5 in Germany. Bye for now.